Ah, well, mon nom s'appelle SK, original.
Hello YouTubers, it's me, Melissa, the ever feminine of Bespoke Hairstyles. I hope you're good and I hope you're well. Thank you very much for watching this posting. This is all about why I've decided to cut off baby boy's locks. If you've been following us, you know that I have a 4-year-old. He was 3 when I first locked him, and now he's 4. He'll be 5 in a few months' time. I installed locks, small locks for him. I think it was last year. I think about 18 months later, 20 months, 20 something months, I have decided to chop it off. Now, this decision did not come lightly. Little whispers, little signals, little signs that made me think that even though initially I thought, no, it's not possible. I couldn't put all this work in to cut it off, but, I had all the signs and I just felt like, okay, it was time, and I just cut it off. And when I cut it off, the reaction was very interesting. My reaction, other people's reaction to come. It's the unthinkable. It's like locks is permanent. And, I don't feel like it is permanent in that, I feel like if you don't want locks, you can cut it off. And if you want it, you can get it installed. And if you don't, you can grow different locks throughout your life. And I've done a video on that, why I decided to lock him. And, it came to a point where he started asking to want to be like daddy. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because, I was speaking to a client friend, who said, Mel, you need to really do a video explaining why you've cut his locks off, because she was like, oh my God. I mean, I understand the reaction. So that's why I'm doing the video. So he's been, saying he wants to have, daddy's hair. He wants to be bald. I want to be bald. I want to be like everyone else. I want to be bald. I want to be like daddy. I want to be bald. He said it so many times. And while he said it, I watched this 4-year-old whose hair I'm retightening on a regular basis on the floor, hoovering up the lint and the dirt and the dust into his locks. Now, his hair, unfortunately, is the type of hair that attracts lint a lot. You know, the fluffs into the locks. So where he's 4 years old, and I'm not going to tell him not to lie on the floor. He's 4 years old. He's lying on the floor. His hair is collecting lint. It's just something I don't like. And though I think others didn't see it, I saw the dusty locks, the locks that looked like it was on an older person's head, because it aged quicker because it's got the lint and it was off color. And so that was bothering me. And I felt like he's about to start school and new life, new change, new experience. Let's just chop it off. So I asked him, I said, I'm going to do it. And he said, yes, please do it. I want to be bald. I want to be bald. I want it off. I want it off. So being the mother I am, I hear my children's voices. And I thought, this is a great experience for everyone. I like change. I like living through my children vicariously. I mean, I gave birth to them, so as long as it's safe and they're not like damaged, I can do that. So, I don't imagine I would ever want to cut off my locks, but hey, I can cut my child's locks off because I can do it. I'm his mother. So I did it. And I did it, even though I'd said I was going to do it over the weekend, what happened was the bath was running, the water was soothing, and I just felt the need to do it. And so I said to him, I'm going to do it. He said, yes, I should in the mirror. Are you sure? Are you sure? Asked family all around. Family says, yes, I'm sure. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know, and we started, and I started at the back, little by little. Actually, the weeks before, I started snipping a few off and showing him, look, that's your locks. It's going. You want it to go some more? So I think I've gone over like 3 weeks, cut a little off and show him. Are you thinking about it? Are you okay with it? Yes, mommy, I want to be bald. I want to be bald. So, you know, mommy starts at the back, cutting it off, showing him, yeah, cut it off. Let's cut it off. Big brother comes in, yeah, helps chop off. Big sister comes in, chops off, daddy or whatever, cut it off. Doesn't matter. Until we got to like this area, and I took pictures. I'll try and add pictures to this posting to show you. And then showed him the picture, showed him the mirror. Yes, I want to be bald. So then, daddy came in and went, make sure you don't leave any. So he's not in between, like either he has it or he doesn't. And I didn't feel there needed to be an in-between because I want, when there's a fresh start, it's new. It's just everything new beginning. So, I chopped it all off. And then he went, there was like 2 more left. right? Took pictures. I put that in this posting. And then he said, I want to see. And I went, okay. And I lifted him up to the look at the mirror. And then he looked at himself. And me, being the animated mother that I am, was like, oh my God, this is such a change. Oh my God, emotions. And then he looked just down. And then he said, Mummy, you're upset. No, Mummy's not upset. Mummy's fine. This is great. And then he then confessed, because he started looking like he was going to cry. And then he said, I actually don't look like me. I don't like it. 2 locks left. I don't like it. Anyway, whatever. Chop it off. And he was traumatized. I'll try and put the video just to show you an example of how traumatized he was. My 4-year-old, even up to yesterday, refused to give me hugs because I cut off his locks. Even though he told me he wanted to cut off his locks. He didn't like it. There was no moment that he actually said, this was a great idea, Mum. As soon as he saw it, he said, I don't want to look like me. I don't want to be different. I want to look like me. I want my locks back. I don't want my locks off. I am bored. I don't like it. And that was it. So for me, it was brilliant because it's a fantastic lesson for him. Before he's 4, before he's 5, to get that lesson. Be careful of what you ask for. Stop saying what you ask for. Think about what you're asking for. Don't keep saying the wrong things. Say what you want, because what happens is you get that. The universe brings it to you. And that's a great lesson. And for my daughter, it's a great lesson because she's 7 and she's asked for locks for a while now. And I said, are you sure? And I explained to her, well, if you don't want it, Mummy does not unpick locks. This mother does not unpick locks. You would have to get it cut. We'd have to grow it out, cut it, and you'd have short hair. So it's a great lesson for everyone. I just think this is such a positive experience, and he'll get over it. He'll be fine. And then in the future, if he decides he wants locks, that's fine. We can relock. It's not a problem. But I didn't like those ones, the way they were looking. I just didn't like the condition of them. And also, it looked like he had experienced hair loss and was having hair going through each lock and going between each lock. And there was a lot of space. Basically, I think I'd created already about 200, maybe or just under 100, maybe 160 locks, 200, I don't know. But it looked like I needed to create another 100. There was more hair coming through. And as a result, because there was more hair coming through, it would have been hard for me to negate where to add a lock, it was just too much work. And he's only 4 and it's only hair. So, and that's the point. It's only hair. It's not a big deal. Change of the way he looks, but he'll adjust, and I think he looks great, and hopefully he sees the benefits of the fact that he has no hair. He doesn't really have much hair now. Like, he has like number 1 haircut or number 2, very low, so drastic. But I just think it's great lesson to learn, and I just thought, let me explain it to you. Now, there are the people who have been following me who see that I've locked my 3-year-old's hair and he's now 4 and therefore contact me about locking their child's hair. We don't lock children's hair, really. I wouldn't say full stop we don't, because there will be situations where it's like so unique that we're like, you know what, we can work with that parent, but it's a partnership. That has not happened yet since doing somebody's hair, little girl's hair, but it worked out that that child then had her hair grow out, the locks grow out, because it just wasn't right for her. So it's something that we're very careful about. Even if my daughter is 7, I wouldn't be doing it like now for her, because I just think she needs to kind of, maybe it's a rite of passage. Maybe when she's a little bit older, she can get it done. So people who contact me and think that I can install their children's locks, we might not be able to do that. We'd have to really communicate and make a decision together. Because it's laborious, it's hard work, and if the child isn't feeling it, it's work for us. But the other thing is that we have parents who contact us who want us to look after their children's locks, but their locks are not in great condition for whatever reason, lint, just bad, or just gotten fat, because more hair grows through when you're between that age of, I think, 3 and like 5, 6, hair is growing through a lot in the 2 years. So it's just when the child is 7 and you contact me, he's had locks for 3 years and he's really attached to the locks, or she's really attached to the locks and she loves her locks, but it's not like looking great. It's not something we would do. We would just say cut it off. Like, really? It's just hair. and it'll grow back. So after all the emotions, all the theatricals, all the animation, oh my god, you've got your locks, you've got your locks. It's just hair, and you're not really suffering from hair loss. So the follicles are working, so it'll just grow back, and then you can just relock if you want to. So it is also, that's why I did it. I did it to show people it's just hair, and you can cut it. And also we must encourage our children to be prepared for change and be open to change. And I didn't want my 4-year-old to be stuck with something that he didn't know what his face would look like. He didn't know he'd hate it. He absolutely hates it. He wouldn't know it, but there's a lesson anyway. He now knows that if he cuts his hair short, he might not love the look, but he might not love the look, but then he might love it. A few weeks time, he might love it. But it's just a great lesson to teach our children to be prepared for change. Ever changing life is, and if you want something, you have to not be impatient, i.e. don't weave it on, but grow it up. So if he wants locks, we ain't gonna weave up locks on him. He will grow his hair and we'll lock him. And if my daughter wants to lock her hair, she will continue growing her hair, and then eventually the process will happen. We're living in a life of everything is immediate, instant, speed, quick, an app, this, download this, da. We need to teach our children about pace, patience, and staying present in the moment, because that's very, 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 very important in the way they live their life as they go forward. So I felt that this experience has been beneficial for our family, and I'll add the pictures on, and I guess there'll be a bit more conversation on Facebook, where Bespoke Hairstyles on Facebook when I post it, because I'm doing this video but I've not posted any images yet, because I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday and I'm doing this recording, but it's because I'm about to go away. So I thought, let me do this quick recording, because if I go away, this moment will be lost. I know me. So thanks for watching this posting. Your comments would be appreciated, actually. But I do hair and I'm passionate about hair, but I'm not that bothered about hair, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. For me, it is just only hair, and that's probably why I'm doing this video, is just to explain that it is not a big deal. It's only hair. You can chop it off. Respect to be unique, Belinda. I love it. I love the fact that you can just chop it off. I say this, but I'm not cutting off my locks. I cut it shorter, I'll cut it short, but I don't cut it off, because it's practical. It works with my lifestyle. And that's what I want to teach my son. It's going to work with his lifestyle. He wakes up in the morning. I don't have to start wetting his locks. I don't have to start washing his hair down. He just gets up, wears his uniform, and goes off to learn and to get educated. We must not be too obsessed about our hair. We must begin to learn and then live with what we have in a natural way, and then move on to answer our calling. Move on to live our lives as fulfilling as possible. And so how your hair looks is just how it looks for that moment. It's going to change. Don't get attached to it. I.e., my grays are coming through. I used to be a black head, then I was a red head, and then I'm a gray now, gray blue head, maybe a pop of green hair. It's ever changing. That's life. Thank you for watching this posting. Stay blessed and take care of you. Bye. Bye bye, locks. Bye bye. Don't want any more locks, isn't it? What do you want to be?
Bold.
What do you want to be?
I said bold.
Okay. You don't want to change your mind?
I want to be bold.
Okay. We're cutting it off because he wants it off. And just to prove that you can grow, you can cut it, you can grow it, you can cut it. As long as it's healthy, that's the most important thing. But he wants it off, so it's got to go. And he's been saying this for quite a while. So it's time. Bye-bye, love.
Ah, well, mon nom s'appelle SK, original, featuring Adam, lawyer entertainment present, yeah, Stylists. On y va. Tout le monde est présenté vos chansons, s'il vous plaît, voici votre SK Blinks original, featuring Adam. Balancez, balancez, Afrique. Bougez, bougez, Afrique. Balancez, balancez, bougez, bougez, balancez, balancez.
There's only 2 locks. Oh no, there's only 2 locks left. There's only 2 locks left. All the locks has gone.
Allez,
From locks to a bald head.
Oh no, nyamina bole Aujourd'hui c'est la fête.